Stop everything because 3 UK coins hiding in plain sight could mean big money. The 1983 new Pence 2p, the 279 Kew Gardens 50p, and rare £1 error coins have sold for thousands at auction. This is real hidden treasure with life-changing value. Check your coins now and subscribe to OLD World Coins PK before the next shock drops. Collision. I want you to listen closely, because in the first few seconds of this video, some viewers already realize they need to run to their coin jars. This is not hype. This is real collector demand. And yes, real £1 coins from the 1980s have sold for hundreds and thousands, and in extreme error cases, collectors will pay insane prices. Let's go back to the early 1980s. Britain was changing fast. Inflation was high. Cash was king. And the Royal Mint was striking millions of £1 coins every year. The 1983 £1 coin became part of everyday life. It felt strong. It felt valuable. But behind the scenes, something interesting was happening. The mint was using complex designs, new dies, and tight production schedules. And when pressure is high, mistakes sneak out. Those mistakes are the reason collectors are hunting this coin today. The 1983 £1 coin should show the crown thistle design on the back, symbolizing Scotland. On the front is Queen Elizabeth II. Around the edge is a milled rim with lettering. It looks normal at first glance. That's why people miss it. But the rare ones hide their secrets in small details. And those details are where big money lives. Here's the first shocking fact. Not all 1983 £1 coins are equal. Most are common. But a small number have errors that collectors desperately want. And many of these coins are still undiscovered. That's right. Hidden treasure is still out there. Pick up your coin and start with the date. Make sure it clearly says 1983. Now look at the Queen's portrait. Do the letters look sharp? Or do they look doubled? Doubling on the Queen's name or crown is a known error. Even light doubling can bring £50 to £300. Strong doubling can push values much higher. Now flip the coin. Look at the thistle design. Are the lines clean? Or do they look weak or shifted? A misaligned strike is a big deal. Off-center strikes on £1 coins are rare, and collectors love them. Depending on how off-center it is, values can jump from £200 to over £1,000. That's big money for a coin people once spent without thinking. Now I want to reset your attention, because this next part shocks even experienced collectors. The edge of the coin can be more important than the face. The 1983 £1 coin should have clear edge lettering. If the edge lettering is missing, upside down, doubled, or incomplete, stop right there. Edge errors are serious collector material. Some edge error pound coins have sold at auction for £500 to £2,000, depending on condition. Now here's another twist. Color matters. A normal £1 coin has a consistent nickel brass color. But some error coins appear lighter, darker, or uneven. These could be wrong metal errors or plating issues. Wrong metal errors are extremely rare, but when they appear, they can bring thousands. Collectors pay big money because these coins were never meant to exist. Let me tell you an auction story that made collectors talk for months. A rare UK £1 error coin from the early 1980s with a strong off-center strike and edge mistake sold through a major UK auction house for over £3,000. It wasn't gold. It wasn't ancient. It was modern pocket change with the right error. That sale proved something important. Modern coins can still have life-changing value. Now think about this. The 1983 £1 coin passed through millions of hands. Taxi drivers. Shop owners. Families. Kids. Some were saved. Some were forgotten. Some are still sitting in jars right now. One of those coins could be hidden treasure waiting for someone to look closely. Let's talk about condition, because this is where value multiplies. A clean, sharp, uncirculated 1983 1-pound coin is worth far more than a worn one. Look for strong details in the queen's hair. Look for sharp lines in the thistle. Scratches lower value, but rare errors can still win. A high-grade error coin can jump from hundreds to big money fast. Here's another attention reset, because this part matters. Some collectors believe there are undiscovered mule errors from this era. A mule coin is when the wrong front is paired with the wrong back. These are extremely rare. If a genuine 1983 1-pound mule is found, it could be worth tens of thousands. That's not hype. That's based on past mule discoveries in UK coinage. And this is why collectors never stop checking. Every year, new error coins surface. Every year, someone realizes they spent life-changing value years ago without knowing it. Now pause for a second and imagine this. You find a strange 1983 1-pound coin. The strike looks wrong. The edge looks strange. You send it to an expert. They confirm it's genuine. Suddenly, a coin you ignored becomes big money. That moment changes how you see every coin forever. This is why I always say coin collecting is more than a hobby. It's a treasure hunt. It's history hiding in your hand. And sometimes, it rewards you with hidden treasure. So here's what I want you to do right now. Go check your coins. Check every 1-pound coin dated 1983. Look at the front. Look at the back. Check the edge. Check the color. Feel the weight. Do not rush. Rare coins don't shout. They whisper. And here's the cliffhanger that should keep you up tonight. Some of the rarest UK 1-pound errors have not been discovered yet. They are still out there. In homes, in drawers, in jars, waiting. If you want to stay ahead and learn which coins mean big money, make sure you subscribe to OLD World Coins PK. Because the next video might reveal another coin you already own, that could carry life-changing value. Imagine this. A coin worth just 2 pence when it was made is now being hunted by collectors in the US and the UK. Some people sold the right one for hundreds. Some for thousands. And experts believe there are still rare ones hiding in homes right now. That means you could already own one and not even know it. Let me take you back to 1971. This was a huge year in the UK. The whole money system changed. Old pounds and shillings were gone. A new decimal system was rushed in. The Royal Mint had to make millions of coins very fast. When speed matters more than perfection, mistakes happen. That's how rare coins are born. The 2 new pence coin was brand new. Big, heavy, copper-colored. On one side is Queen Elizabeth II. On the other side you see feathers and the words, 2 new pence, with the date 1971. At first glance, it looks normal. That's why people miss it. But small details can mean big money. Here is the shocking truth. Most 1971 2 new pence coins are only worth face value. But a small number have errors. And those errors are where hidden treasure lives. Collectors love mistakes. They fight over them. They pay crazy prices for them. So grab your coin and look closely. Start with the front. Look at the Queen's face. Do the letters in Elizabeth look doubled or blurry? Does her eye look strange? Is the crown weak or shifted? These small things matter. A doubled design can turn 2 pence into hundreds of pounds. Now flip the coin. Look at the words, 2 new pence. This is very important. Check the letters one by one. Do they look thick? Do they look like they have a shadow? Doubling on these letters is a known error. Some of these coins sold for £100, £500, and even over £1,000 depending on condition. That's big money for pocket change. Next, look at the date. Make sure it clearly says 1971. Now look at how the numbers are struck. Are they even? Are they tilted? A misaligned date is another sign of an error. Collectors notice these things fast. Now let me tell you something that shocks a lot of people. The edge of the coin, the rim, is one of the most important parts. Most people never check it. That's a mistake. Look at the rim slowly. Is it smooth all the way around? Is part of it missing? Is it very thin on one side and thick on the other? Rim errors can bring big money. Some partial rim errors on 1971 2p coins have sold for hundreds. Here's another thing. Check if the coin is off-center. If the design is not perfectly in the middle, that's an off-center strike. The more off it is, the more valuable it can be. Some off-center 2p coins sold for £250 to £2,000. Yes, really. Now let's talk about weight and color. Most 1971 2 new pence coins are copper. They should feel heavy. But some rare ones were struck on the wrong metal. These are called wrong planchet errors. If your coin feels lighter, looks a strange color, or sticks to a magnet, stop right there. That could be hidden treasure worth thousands. Wrong metal errors are rare, but when they appear, collectors go wild. Condition matters a lot. A shiny red coin with no wear is worth much more than a dark brown worn one. Look for sharp details. The feathers should be clear. The queen's face should be clean. Scratches lower value, but errors can still save the coin. Some bright red error coins are worth 10 times more than worn ones. Now let me build your excitement even more. A related UK coin, the famous 1983 new pence error, sold for over £100,000 at auction. That is real. That is documented. Why does this matter? Because it proves that small wording errors and mint mistakes can create life-changing value. Many experts believe similar rare errors from earlier years, including 1971, are still waiting to be found. Think about this. Millions of these coins were used every day. People bought food with them. Kids dropped them on the street. Some were saved in jars. Some are still in drawers right now. One of those coins could be big money, just waiting for the right person to look closely. This is why coin collecting is powerful. It's history. It's luck. And it's knowledge. The more you know, the better your chances of finding hidden treasure. You don't need to be rich. You just need to pay attention. So tonight, I want you to do something. Check your coins. Look for the 1971 date. Look for 2 new pence. Look for doubling. Look at the rim. Check the color and weight. Do not rush. Rare coins hide in small details. And here's the part that should give you chills. Some of the rarest errors have never been found yet. That means the next discovery could happen tomorrow. It could happen in your home. That's life-changing value hiding in plain sight. If you love the idea of turning old coins into big money, make sure you subscribe to OLD World Coins PK. Because the next video might reveal another coin people ignore, but collectors would pay a fortune for. Let's travel back to the late 1970s. Britain was changing. Inflation was high, cash was everywhere, and the Royal Mint was striking millions of coins at full speed. The 50 new pence coin had only been around a few years. It was large, heavy, and totally different from anything before it. 7 sides. Bold lettering. Modern design. But behind the scenes, the pressure to produce coins quickly created the perfect storm for mistakes. And mistakes are where big money is born. The 1979 50 new pence coin shows Queen Elizabeth II on the front. On the back, you'll see Britannia seated with a shield and trident. At first glance, it looks ordinary. That's the trick. Rare coins don't scream. They whisper. And most people never listen. Here's the first shocking fact. Most 1979 50p coins are common. But a small number have errors, wrong metals, or strike problems that collectors desperately want. These coins have sold for hundreds, thousands, and in extreme cases, tens of thousands. That's not fantasy. That's real collector money. So grab your coin and look closely. First, check the date. It must clearly say 1979. Now look at the Queen's portrait. Do the letters around her look sharp? Or do they look doubled? Doubling on the Queen's name or the word Elizabeth is a known error. Light doubling can bring £50 to £200. Strong doubling can jump to £500 or more. That's big money for 50 pence. Now flip the coin. Look at Britannia. Pay attention to the lines in the shield and the trident. Are they clear? Or do they look weak, stretched, or shifted? A misaligned or off-center strike is a serious find. Off-center 50p coins from this era have sold for £300 to £2,000, depending on how dramatic the error is. Now let me reset your attention, because this next part is where collectors really lean forward. The edge of the coin matters. A normal 1979 50p has a smooth edge. But some error coins have edge problems. If the edge looks uneven, flattened, or has strange marks, stop right there. Edge errors can push values into the hundreds fast. Now here comes one of the most exciting parts of this story. Wrong metal errors. The standard 1979 50p should be made of cupronickel. But a tiny number were struck on the wrong metal blanks. Some appear lighter in color. Some feel heavier or lighter than normal. Some even show a slightly golden or dull gray tone. These coins are extremely rare. When genuine wrong metal 50p coins appear at auction, collectors pay thousands. That is hidden treasure most people would never notice. Here's a real-world shocker. A UK 50p error coin from the late 1970s struck on the wrong planchet sold at auction for over £4,000. It wasn't gold. It wasn't ancient. It was a modern coin with a mistake. That sale proved something important. Modern British coins can still carry life-changing value. Now let's talk about mules. This is where things get wild. A mule coin is made when the wrong front is paired with the wrong back. These are rare. Very rare. While most famous 50p mules are from other years, experts believe undiscovered mules from the 1970s could still exist. If a genuine 1979 50p mule is found, collectors believe it could reach 5 figures. That's not hype. That's based on past UK mule discoveries. Let's pause for a moment. Think about how many of these coins were used. Millions. Shops. Pubs. Parking meters. Kids' pockets. Some were saved. Some were forgotten. Some are still sitting in jars right now. One of those coins could be big money, waiting for someone to look closely. Now check the color of your coin. A bright, clean silver tone is normal. But if your coin looks unusually dark, unusually light, or uneven, that could signal a plating error or wrong metal. These details matter. Collectors pay attention to them. And collectors pay well. Condition is another money booster. A sharp, uncirculated 1979 50p with strong details is worth far more than a worn one. Look for scratches. Look for dents. But remember this. Even a worn coin can still be valuable if the error is strong. Errors beat condition every time. Here's another attention reset, because this is important. Some collectors believe there are still undiscovered double-struck 1979 50p coins. This happens when a coin is struck twice, slightly offset. The result looks blurry or shifted. These coins are dramatic. They are rare. And they can bring £1,000 to £3,000 depending on severity. That's serious big money. Now imagine this moment. You're holding a strange-looking 50p. Something feels off. You send it to an expert. They confirm it's real. Suddenly, a coin you ignored becomes hidden treasure. That moment changes everything. You never look at coins the same way again. This is why coin collecting is powerful. It's history. It's mystery. And sometimes, it rewards you with life-changing value when you least expect it. So here's what I want you to do today. Check your coins. Check every 50 new pence coin dated 1979. Look at the front. Look at the back. Look at the edge. Feel the weight. Study the color. Do not rush. Rare coins hide in small details. And here's the cliffhanger that should keep you thinking tonight. Some of the rarest UK 50p errors have not been discovered yet. They are still out there. In homes. In drawers. In jars. Waiting for the right eyes. If you want to learn how to spot big money coins and uncover hidden treasure, make sure you subscribe to OLD World Coins PK. Because the next video might reveal another coin you already own, that could hold life-changing value.